Christian McCaffrey cemented himself as one of, if not, the best running back in the NFL last season. What did he do to earn this title? Well, not only did he pass LT's reception record by a running back in his first 3 seasons, McCaffrey became only the 3rd back in NFL history to join the 1,000 club. As you can see, the 3 players had pretty similar stats across the board, but for me, the standout was McCaffrey's touchdown total, falling just shy of 20. So how did he achieve these sort of numbers? Well, McCaffrey, similar to Liam Neeson in Taken, possesses a very particular set of skills. Skills that make him a nightmare for defensive coordinators, and this season executed them to perfection. Let's see what I'm talking about. In Week 5, the Panthers took on the Jags in Carolina. The play design is a zone left with a fake end around, trying to keep that backside linebacker honest. The safety comes screaming down to set the edge and force the run inside. Miles Jack overplays the fake end around, and McCaffrey shows good vision and near instant acceleration, darting through the backside A-gap. Then, using his downhill track speed to leave the entire defense in the dust, taking it home for an 84-yard score. Again against the Cardinals. The Panthers motion Greg Olsen to a full house formation running power dive right. Fullback Alex Arma seals the edge, the line crashes down with left guard Greg Van Roten pulling, and Olsen lead blocks for McCaffrey, creating a double pull look. McCaffrey shows great patience to follow his blocks and accelerates through the gap. Finding himself one-on-one with safety Jalen Thompson, he gives a quick move before using that aforementioned downhill speed to break away from the defense, fighting off a leg swipe as he takes it in for the long touchdown. Going back to Week 5, with only 4 yards needed, they hand the ball off to McCaffrey, this time on the power trap play out of shotgun. The Jags stuff the inside run, and 22 has to make a quick cut to bounce away from traffic. The good Josh Allen beats right tackle Taylor Moton and has the edge contained, but McCaffrey disposes of him with a stiff arm. This, however, puts him straight into the path of Trey Herndon, but in true McCaffrey fashion, he literally front flips over him into the end zone, and even makes Herndon crack his own man in the process. Talk about demonstrating the ability to make a play completely on your own. Every fan dreams of having a player that can make these sort of plays on their team, but what sometimes goes unnoticed and can certainly be just as crucial is his ability to block. Having a back that's just as good as blocking as in the run game is a huge asset, and McCaffrey brings a certain physicality to every single play. He excels in pass protection and puts countless snaps of textbook blocking on tape. The aggression that he put into each down made him such a difficult player for opposing defenders to get past. The same physical and aggressive style of play makes McCaffrey outstanding when running into contact. Going back to his 2017 draft reports, there are some concerns around whether he could run in between the tackles and keep up with a heavy workload in the NFL. Clearly, people weren't up late watching him play at Stanford. McCaffrey runs through all arm tackles and is extremely tough to bring down. Watch this incredible run effort from Week 1 as McCaffrey gets the ball on a shotgun power play. He immediately makes a cut to avoid the traffic at his feet, then makes a second cut to find the space on the backside. He makes a third cut breaking 26 leg dive, proceeding to break 2 more tackles and eventually being dragged down by 2 Rams defenders. McCaffrey has the ability to make defenders miss in confined spaces, and if you did manage to get him on the ground, you weren't getting the ball from him. Last season, he had 403 touches and just 1 fumble, dominating opposing defenses on multiple inside and outside run types. Pretty safe to say, McCaffrey has certainly answered those scouts' questions. So what is it about McCaffrey that sets him apart from the pack? For me, it's his ability to line up at a running back or receiver and still make plays. The 5'11", 205-pound back was the go-to man for the Panthers, no matter if he was getting the ball on the handoff or through the air. McCaffrey's sharp routes and soft hands were 2 essential traits that opened up many more opportunities for him to make plays. It's 1st and 10, and the Panthers have the ball 25 yards from the Bucs goal line. They motion Greg Olsen across, and no one on the defense follows him, indicating to Kyle Allen that they're in zone coverage, with the Bucs set to go into a quarters blitz after the snap. McCaffrey's in at running back on a check release route. If the 6th man comes, that's his block. The quarters coverage swallows up Carolina's receivers, and Kyle Allen can't find anybody open, so he checks the ball down to McCaffrey. 22 has an easy first down, but uses that crazy acceleration and sprint speed combination to burst downfield before hitting the disgusting juke, sending Vernon Hargreaves into the shadow realm. Then makes another man miss before stiff arm spinning the last defender on his way to the end zone. Here against the Texans, the Panthers line up with trips right with McCaffrey in the backfield. He motions out left, and Houston shows clear man coverage. He runs a quick slant across the face of the defense, completely separating from his man, blows by the robber zone, and then goes on to make an unbelievable attempt on the ball, pulling in this completion and moving the chains. Watch this first step quickness and explosive burst of power on the cut, putting him literally yards away from the nearest Texan jersey. The great thing about this play, and a common theme from the 2019 season, was how Norv Turner and the Panthers offense would isolate McCaffrey one-on-one in space with a defender. The three receivers on the right all run deep routes downfield, clearing out the space for McCaffrey on the catch and run. They also stack McCaffrey just 1 yard outside Greg Olsen in case a naturally created pick from his fade route is needed, but McCaffrey torches them anyway. Here, you'll see McCaffrey lined up at inside slot. He runs a textbook jerk route, gaining good separation from Myles Jack, allowing Kyle Allen to find him over the middle. He proceeds to use that great speed and balance to beat the tackle attempt and take the ball in for 6. Let's take a closer look and see how McCaffrey was intentionally isolated with Myles Jack. The Panthers first line up in 5 wide with both wideouts running comebacks, keeping their respective defenders on the boundary. Both slot receivers run fades, taking their coverage away from McCaffrey and deep towards the corner of the end zone, leaving him completely one-on-one with Myles Jack over the middle, and let's be honest, there's only one winner in this situation. McCaffrey is also an expert at the check down, able to provide strong pass protection and release for an easy 5 yards, or acted as a QB safety valve when nothing's open downfield. Here, the Panthers try to take a deep shot in the play action, but nothing opens up. Kyle Allen then drops a ball down to McCaffrey, who throws a step to KJ Wright, powering his way through what was left of the tackle, picking up the first down. Or this play against the Falcons. McCaffrey again is the play action threat before getting the pass protection. Nobody's able to get open against a deep Atlanta zone, so McCaffrey gets the dump off and is able to just outpace the entire Atlanta defense around the edge for the first down. One last time. McCaffrey's lined up at the H-back and stones Noah Spence on the pass protection, taking him out of the play. Kyle Allen has plenty of time, but the coverage downfield is pretty good. The play looks to be dead, but as he rolls out, he sees McCaffrey, who unsurprisingly has got himself a yard of space on his defender, and makes a 15-yard reception, completing this 4th and long. So I guess the real question is, how do you stop him? What weaknesses does he have? He has great vision, and is able to pair that with his Olympic-level speed and acceleration to take any play to the house. He has the route running capabilities and hands to go against the best corners in the league. He runs through contact like a rhino escaping from the zoo, and when asked to pass protect, he's able to take on any assignment, whether it be a blitzing backer or chipping a D-end. To quote Niners defensive coordinator Robert Saleh, "There's no weaknesses in his game." After looking through his footage, there's nothing to suggest any standout weaknesses from McCaffrey. He demonstrated all the skills that you look for from a top-tier running back in the NFL, including a pretty flawless injury report, missing just 1 game back in 2016 while at Stanford. At only 23 years old, I can't believe the type of numbers McCaffrey's been putting up. And there's no doubt that if he remains consistent, he could be an all-time great. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and give us a comment on where you think McCaffrey ranks in current NFL backs. Make sure to check out some of our previous breakdowns on Ravens running back J.K. Dobbins or Tennessee Titans running back Derrick Henry.